So we want to start by prepping our veggies. And so I have cucumber here. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can do cucumber. The first thing that I want to say is for this 7-layer salad, you don't necessarily have to use the ingredients that I use. These are just things that I like. You can totally have some fun with this. I say that in all my videos, have some fun with this cooking. And so if you don't like tomatoes, but maybe you like radish, or you don't like red onions, you like white onions, you don't like cucumber, you like raw zucchini, have some fun. But these are just the ingredients that I like. If you decide to use a cucumber, you can peel the cucumber or you can leave it unpeeled. I'm going to keep it unpeeled because I like the way the green color looks in the bowl once I layer it. And you can cut it however you choose to cut it. So for example, if you decided to slice and dice, you can do, something like this if you like, or you can just slice it and put that on. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dice it. I'm going to keep a few slices just to go on the outer rim of the bowl for presentation. And I'm going to do that. And like I said, these will go, and you'll see how I place it around the rim of the bowl. Now that's my plan right now to do that. We'll see. Okay, so I've cut the slices pretty thin so that I still have enough cucumber for one of my 7 layers. I'm using one cucumber, but if you're a huge cucumber fan, you can get a couple cucumbers. You can do several cucumbers if you like. It's also going to depend on the size of the veggies that you have, how much you're going to need. Obviously, if you have a smaller cucumber, then you may need to get 2 or 3 of them. I've seen, depending on the time of the year, I've seen some super large cucumbers, and so in that case, you may only need 1. So we're just going to go ahead and cut these up, dice them. I do have a slicer, but it's something that I enjoy. It's just preparing meals, and so I don't mind spending a little extra time putting some love into it by cutting everything up myself. And if you want to save on time, I neglected to do this, but so we have our bacon that we're going to be putting in it, and you could use pork bacon or you can use turkey bacon. You can go ahead and stick this in your oven or your microwave or your skillet, however you prefer to cook it. Turkey bacon is sometimes a little harder to dry out because what we're going to do with this bacon is we're going to make bacon pieces. You can save time by just going to your local grocery and buying bacon pieces, and so you can omit the step of having to cook this. They didn't have any turkey bacon pieces, and so that's why I got the turkey that I'm gonna bake. But you can, what I was gonna say is you can have that cooking while you're cutting up your veggies if time is of the essence for you. And how small or how large you decide to cut it, that's all a matter of personal preference. So cut it, however large or however small that you choose to. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do, you can put broccoli in it, you can put fresh cauliflower in it. This cauliflower has already been washed, and you can, so there's a couple ways you can do this. You can buy cauliflower already diced up in your local grocery store. They didn't have any today. Today's Thanksgiving, and so a lot of items they just didn't have. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to use my grater to cut it up. But if your grocery store has the ones that are already diced up, you can use that. So what I'm going to do is take a look at this and see if I'm okay with the size and the consistency. And I am. This is really more of like a, if you were doing maybe a keto cauliflower, and it tends to make it look like rice a little bit. So I'm going to take a look at that in versus me just cutting it up and figure out which one I like. So as I start to cut it up more, I don't want to rice it at like I did right here. I'm just going to chop it up. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful Thanksgiving. I can't believe it's almost, it'll be Christmas before we know it. Tomorrow's Black Friday. So comment down below if you're going to get out there in that mess and do some Black Friday shopping. I'm really bummed about it this year because I always get out there. Probably for about the last 10 to 15 years, I have spent time on Black Friday doing shopping. Gosh, I would get to the stores about 4 p.m. on Thanksgiving, and I would shop until about 6 o'clock the following morning. So it was certainly a marathon for me, but I enjoyed it. But obviously this year things are super different, and so I have opted not to do that this year. I have taken advantage of a few deals online, but I'm not going to be out there. Who's going out? Anybody going out this year? Comment down below. What's the hot ticket item that everybody's searching for this year? Comment down below and let me know. I don't have any kids, so I don't know what folks are hoping to shop for this year. We have our bacon. I typically like to purchase the Great Value turkey bacon. I like the flavor of it, but this is Thanksgiving. They didn't have any, and so I purchased the Butterball turkey bacon. But like I said earlier, if you don't like turkey bacon or you like something different, you can use that. If you decide that you want to cut up maybe just some turkey slices, some ham slices, if you want to buy the already chopped up ham slices, turkey slices, whatever kind of meat that you feel like you want to put in it, go ahead and do it. So guys, now we're getting close to assembly time. What I have is, I've got some green leafy lettuce. This isn't romaine. What is this? I've already washed the lettuce. Green leaf lettuce is what it says. I hate to go to a grocery store somewhere and this long stem is in here. So I always pull the lettuce, much like if you were, as we say in the South, picking greens. I pull the lettuce off the stem. I just don't like that being a part of the presentation. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the way it tastes. So if you like the stems, it's totally up to you. You can leave it in there. But for my purposes, that goes in the trash. So I have the green leaf lettuce. I also have some iceberg lettuce. Now, they didn't have any. Normally, I would use just regular romaine lettuce. Much like what my theme has been today. Today's Thanksgiving. The store was just out of a lot of items. So something like that. I'm going to throw that in the trash can. They were out of a lot of items. And so I'm kind of just using what I was able to get my hands on. And I like green leaf lettuce, so it's no big deal for me. If you want to use all romaine or whatever kind of lettuce you want to use, if you're an iceberg lettuce type of person, you can do that as well. But I am going to mix iceberg and this lettuce together. So the good news is we've already done our prep work, so we are getting close to again assembling this baby and go ahead and enjoying it. This makes a pretty sizable salad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and break this up into smaller pieces like you see me doing. Then we're going to get the iceberg and put that in here, and then we'll kind of just toss it around, mix it together, evenly distribute the two different types of lettuce. See that stem? That's so, that goes in the trash. Come on, people. And like I go to restaurants, well, I was prior to COVID. I haven't done any restaurants. Who's with me? Who's staying at home? Or is there anybody that's still going out to restaurants? No judgment here. I'm just asking the question. But I've gone to a lot of restaurants, and you have more stem than you have leaves of the lettuce, and so that's a big no-no for me. I cannot stand it. My friends call me the salad snob. Whatever. I know what I like, and that's not what I like. So, okay. So for iceberg, we're just going to break it up. This presentation is going to be so nice. Here we go with the stems. I don't, no ma'am, that goes in the trash can. I've even had to buy more than one head of lettuce just because, you know, if the lettuce is really small and it's got that big, I don't know if I'm calling it stem or whatever you call it, but anyway, it's not my friend. Nope, get rid of that. Ooh, baby, we getting down to it now. This looks so pretty. It's funny, you go out to restaurants and you see something that they've prepared and it really looks like they've spent the entire week getting things together when really it's just something that's so simple. And while I have you on my channel, go and check out some of my other videos. I've got a nice corn succotash video on there, and before you turn your nose up, it is really tasty. In fact, they sell it at, or serve it at Cheesecake Factory, and it was one of my favorites when I was going there. And I looked at it and I said, I can do this. I know exactly what's in it. And so I did, and it tastes the same to me. Okay, so we have our lettuce all mixed up. Alrighty, so I'm going to grab the rest of the ingredients, and we're going to put this together, and we're going to eat. Okay, you guys, so as promised, it is assembly time. So what we're going to do is we have our mixed lettuce. So the next thing that, guys, we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab our tomato. And we're going to put that on top. Oh, this is going to be so yummy, guys. So yummy. So we have our tomatoes. And you can add more tomato if you like. This is enough tomato for what I am doing. And you can see, I don't know if you can see the red, the side of it. So you can see the colors are looking gorgeous. I like to put just a little bit of black pepper on mine. I'm going to open this up so I can get a little bit of black pepper out of there. You can add salt if you like. We're not huge salt folks, so just a drop of salt there. Okay. So now that we have the tomato in there, the next thing we're going to do is, remember our cauliflower, our beautiful cauliflower. So we put that on top. You can dump if you like. I like to just spread it all over on top just to have a little bit more control. All right. Okay. Oh, that's starting to look gorgeous. Okay. So the next thing that we want to do is we have our peas, our frozen peas. So we're going to put that on top. Oh, that's starting to look good. Honestly, this is going to be probably more like 8 or 9 layers, but hey, we're going to call it the 7-layer salad. Okay. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to grab our eggs. And remember, you can use more, you can use less. Just do what makes you happy. That's the key to life. Do what makes you happy. There's no wrong way to do this. Do what works for your purposes. Okay, so now we have our onions on there. So now we're gonna add our red onion in. Now it's our cucumber. So next we have our turkey bacon pieces that we prepared. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Oh, that's so pretty. So now we have our cheese. And a lot of people at this point go ahead and put the sauce on top, but I like to put it on the very top. So pretty. So pretty. Okay. And for presentation, I like to put a little more, a few more of the bacon bits on top. And next we're going to make our sauce and we'll be done. Okay, for the dressing real quick. So what we have here is we have a 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. And I got the shredded one from Walmart. Then I have a cup of Miracle Whip. Just dump that in. We also have a cup of sour cream. Now, a lot of recipes you'll see that the request or, the ask is that you add sugar to it. But here's why I haven't added sugar to it. What I want to do first is, because I've used that Miracle Whip, and that Miracle Whip has a nice amount of sugar in it. What I would suggest that you do is you can taste it first to see if the sugar is even necessary before you add it to your entire 7-layer salad. That salad that you made is beautiful. You've put a lot of work into that salad. And so the last thing that you want to do is to get to the end with your dressing and overdo it on sugar. Okay, so you just want to stir this up real good because as you know, the consistency of the mayo and the consistency of the sour cream is a bit different. So you want to make sure that you're spending a nice amount of time evenly distributing those ingredients so that you have a smooth mixture. Now, at this point, you have everything mixed up well. What I would suggest that you do is grab a spoon or a fork and taste it to see how that tastes for you before you put it on your entire salad. Tastes amazing. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. As always, I appreciate your support. Please don't forget to hit the like button, smash the subscribe button. I will see you in my next video.